Tes mic 1 2 3 1 2 3. Oke, hello guys, welcome back with me Fedelish, your online friend. So ya, ini kita bakal lanjutin Chaos Shout yang dimana kita kemarin udah beres satu ending ya. Dan endingnya itu kita kayaknya pingsan ya itu ya. Kita pingsan, terus pas bangun-bangun malah kita udah ngebunuh orang yang jaga di RS dan kita kabur bersama si Onoe gitu. Kalau nggak salah inget atau nggak salah nangkep. Soalnya seingetku gitu. Cuman takutnya salah nangkep. Wait. Ini malah launchernya ya? Kocak. Kiyomori Studio Bing Video. Nah, tadi setelah aku baca-baca, jadi kita sekarang bakal ngambil, ini aku ambil urutan yang rekomendasi orang ya buat ending. Wait, aku kok nggak tahu ada opening ini. Jadi katanya, berarti new game gak sih? Wait, coba kita baca dari community hub nih. You need to complete this ending in order to able to access the Dark Sky End. To reach it, select all positive delusion from a new game. Oke, kita new game berarti ya. Berarti kita cepetin gak sih? Karena ini kan masih sama gitu ya. Halo Mat Raffi ya, by the way, welcome to the stream ya. Tadi cepet banget kau mampir ya. Coba ya. Katanya chapter 6 baru ini. Apa ini? Openingnya. Ini kan udah, ini yang case pertama. Katanya kita mesti ambil positive delusional. Ini masih prolog ya. Prolog nggak ada yang ambil positif atau negatif delusional sih. Digital native. Nah, quick save dulu gitu. Si Onoe. Oh, ini masih sama ya, ngasih USB sama Proc. Nah, ini nih. Since they're being so polite. That's true. Come to think of it, why was it so polite anyway? Maybe they are, never mind. What do you think? Well, I think it's really polite, but nobody's ever asked me out, so I don't know. Anything else? Like, oh, how romantic. Not really. That would depend on the person, right? Cool cat. It will depend on the person asking the question. Of course it will. Trigger on. Apa nih? But if it were you, Taku. Waduh. Maybe I will think about it. Serika's whisper is so soft, I could barely hear it. What did you just say? Nothing. Waduh. No, I didn't hear that wrong. Was Cool Cat right after all? No. Wait. It's Serika we're talking about here. Is that possible? Usually, when you've known someone since you were little, you're so close that you don't realize when they're attracted to you. Do you like me? What about you, Taku? What about... just hypothetically, do you like me? She was trying to hide the fact that she was blushing, but she was staring straight at me as she waited for an answer. Was she serious? From the look of things, she was definitely serious. Really? Serika? Like me? I suddenly started to see her not as a childhood friend, but as a member of the opposite sex, okay? Dating her might not be so bad. We both knew everything about each other. But what was I supposed to do at a time like this? Was there anything about this in Cool Cat Press? That's right. There was a hint in January 24, 1999 edition from a column called Everything You Wanted to Know About Seducing Your Childhood Friend But Were Afraid to Ask. It was, how would you like your childhood friend to say they love you? Softly, in a love letter. In an embarrassing text message. Work up the courage and kiss me now. Whoosh. Work up the courage and kiss me now. Oh no, Serika. I got close to Serika and softly put my hand on her shoulder. Our faces were right next to one another. Serika was beat red and she didn't look away from me. Taku. I'm a kind man. I'll take good care of you. No. Taku. What the fuck? Kok jadi gini anjir? It's all too sudden, Serika's lips were quivering. I want your lips. Okay. Huh? Serika closed her eyes. Oh, Serika, oh no, my beloved. Why did I not notice your beauty sooner? What the fuck? When you were next to me all this time. I know this is extraordinarily selfish of me, but may I fall in love with you? No, I've already fallen in love in... Okay. Taku, kiss me. Steal my lips away. She whispered in a quavering voice, and I couldn't control myself any longer. Serika! Give me 500 yen. Eh? She wanted 500 yen for a kiss. Just 500 yen? Huh? No, wait, calm down. Get a hold of yourself. This is just a simulation. This isn't what would happen in real life. It couldn't. Serika wasn't that type of girl. I took a deep breath to calm my heart. What are you talking about? Here, I forgot. She showed me it. And gave me this. My usual. Confused. Oh, ini masih sama. What was it today? Ah, masih sama. Oke, ini masih sama. Oke, ini nongol lagi nih. Kita pilih positif ya. Doesn't matter. Okay, they were just trying their best to stay out of the way. Most people were happily making Gero Froggy decoration, bla bla bla. Ini masih sama. Oh, cukup inget. You dummy. Gero Froggy has a girl voice. Oh, sure, but it's just a culture festival. We're allowed to change it. What's wrong? Huh? Ito tilted his head in confusion. Nah, ini. Hey, Miyashiro. Eh? You think you could try on this Gero Froggy costume, Kiran? Sorry, we're busy. Sure, I'll put it on. Huh? What? Hey, thanks, Miyashiro. When I made it, I kept thinking that you were the perfect size. Okay. I managed to get the costume on without much trouble. I slipped the top part of my hat over my head. It was pretty hot inside. And since I could barely see anything, it felt really claustrophobic. How do I look? Just perfect. Try saying something. I'm Gero Froggy, Gero. That's so cute. I'm going to give you a hug. And then I felt something soft press against my arm. You hugged me too, Gero Froggy. Really? I slipped my arm around her like she asked me to. No, don't touch my butt. You're such a perfect. What the fuck? Hadn't I read something once about how you could hug all the girls you wanted if you put on a costume? At the time, I had thought it was a bunch of crap. Did it really work? I was having the time of my life when... Oh, Gero Froggy's done. He's so cute. I want to hug him too. No fair. Me too. Nope, Gero Froggy is mine. Wah, ini udah halu banget anjir. Takur. Then, why don't we all hug him at once? Oh, that's great. Okay, I guess. It's okay, right, Gero Froggy? Here we go. 1, 2. Halu ini. I thought about telling Ito about this, but knowing what a skirt chaser he was, he might actually take it seriously and really try to put the costume on. It was probably better not to tell him. I wouldn't want him to sue for sexhare. Sekuhare. I steal out of my Pokecom and show it to Ito. Oh, ini. Female student was looking in. She must have been in a hurry because she was a little out of breath. She brushed her long hair out of her eyes and was about to come inside. No, what's up? Oh, the Empress. Perfect timing. The whole class started to talk to her. Hold on. She was about to say something about, and when her foot caught on one of the cables running across the room, and she suddenly tripped. Apa nih halunya nih? Watch out! I moved quickly. She staggered forward, but I grabbed her to keep her from falling. Be careful. Her hair flew up and tickled my nose. It smelled good, and her body was very soft. Extremely soft, in fact. It felt kind of squeezable. What was I touching? Was any part of a person's body this soft? No, at least nothing on a man's body was. What the fuck, ini kenapa jadi? Kenapa jadi VN beginian anjir gamenya? Which meant, what was this softness?
Miyashiro, お前とんでもない勇者だな。
Miyashiro,
堂々と女帝のおっ
you are
ぱ
the
いをもみもみ
bravest
する
man
なん
I've
て。
ever met, grabbing the Empress boobs in front of all the people, of these people. Hello Nepo, welcome to stream. Oops. Oh no, this was an accident. An accident. If that ever actually happened, she would kill me for sure. Just thinking about it made my blood run cold. She almost tripped, but managed to keep her balance. She smiled a bit and took a deep breath. They surround her, okay.
ちょっと誰？のごめんね。
So open that.
女帝、大丈夫か？
Quick save.
あ、
ええ。
Banyak amat ternyata.
Miyashiro,
Miyashiro, you again. What did you do this time? Kawahara cut her off. I didn't know his first name. He was in the same class as Ito and I, and he was the vice president of the student council. No, you don't need to tell me. You're pretending to be a reporter again, right? Anyway, he was giving me a hard time. He didn't like the fact that Kurusu was spending time with me. What? Ah, ini masih sama nih. Teksnya, aku inget nih teks dia. I happened to glance down at Kawahara's belt. The fastener seemed to be broken. That gave me an idea. Rah. I yanked down his pants as hard. What the fuck? Just like I thought, they came straight off. His underwear was plainly visible. Oh my grief. What was that for? For being annoying. Screw you. Just put your pants on. That's disgusting. Disgusting, but come on, everyone's staring. All the students around us were staring at him and laughing. His face quickly turned red. Oh, you're such a jerk. A mean jerk. He pulled up his pants and ran away with tears in his eyes. He looked absolutely miserable. Just imagining that made me feel better. I'll never do something so childish in real life. Yanking down someone's hands if they tick you off was kind of thing a third grader will do. Yes, I was above that. I knew that the best way to deal with someone like Kawahara just to ignore them. So I heard you skip most elementary and middle school. Is that true? I could feel my legs tense up. I stopped. My face got hot, and without thinking, I glared accusing to Kurusu. He quickly.
Kawahara-kun, 急いでいるから.
Oh, ini masih sama yang di awal ya? Oh ini
Kazuki?
Duk.
So ka
Oke.
縦に
Nih udah pernah juga. Still, I had only gotten a glimpse. It was entirely possible I had been mistaken. If I burn the image into my brain now, maybe the next time something like this happen and it will be able to react more quickly. So I pray for more good luck. What the fuck, if it ever did happen again, I swore I will react as a right-sider should. Right-sider shouldn't panic over something as insignificant as seeing a girl's underwear. In a situation like that, it was critical that you stay home. But realistically, the chances of anything like that happening again were near zero. The wind wasn't especially strong today. So if I ever wanted to see my pure white goddess again, I needed the help of something other than the wind. What the fuck? For example, let's say for some reason the pencil holder on the desk fell off the ground. Kurusu will complain a little, but she will bend over and start picking up the pens on the floor. I will help, of course. I will bend over like she did. But since we were both at eye level to each other, there was no way I would get to see anything. If I did have a chance, it would be when she stood up. When that happened, I could watch her stand up, acting as natural as possible. Since I was bent over, I would naturally be lower than her. Apa tai? Kenapa jadi VN nudity gini anjir? Maybe then I will see my goddess once more. No way, that was never going to happen. It was wrong to hope for another encounter with my white goddess. It would only end in tragedy and pain if I got slapped for peeping at the student. Council President panties? It will damage my reputation at school. I grit my teeth and tried to stop my gaze from wandering down to her skirt. When she heard Ito turn on the printer, Kazuki trotted over like she usually did. That online game addict had the best computer skill of anyone in the club. Whenever she was around, it was her job to run searches and organize the information on the PC, but
和樹手伝わなくていい
Kazuki,
こ
we
の件
don't
に
need
ついて
you
は
for
部
this.
の活動と認めてないから
I don't consider this part of our club activities. Oh ya, ambil ininya, positifnya. Kazuki gave us questioning look.
あっと
Oh, yeah, that's right. Kazuki just said,
そうなんだ
like she always did, and walk away.
ほら和
See,
樹
Kazuki,
まだ手赤いわもっと
your
させてあ
hand
げ
is
る
still
から
red. I'll rub it some more for you.
あ
Kazuki obediently walked toward Kurusu. Kurusu took her hand and rubbed them gently like a mother would.
痛かったでしょどうしてそんな無
That
茶を
must have
する
hurt,
の
right? Why would you do something like that?
どう
Well, does
ま
it
だ
still
痛
hurt?
い
Pain,
痛いの
pain.
痛いの
Go
とって
away.
け
Apa dah? Sumpah.
和樹
What's
どう
wrong?
した
Why
の
did you just hug
急
me
に
like
抱
that?
きもう
You are
甘え
such
ん
a
坊さんなん
spoiled
だ
little
から
girl. Were you lonely because I haven't been able to come to club for a while?
じゃあわからないわ
Doesn't tell me anything. Look
私
in
の目
eyes
を
and
見
answer me, okay?
寂しかったんでしょ
You must have been lonely, right?
照
You're
れ
blushy.
ちゃって可
It's
愛い
so
のね
cute.
ごめんね
I'm sorry for making you lonely, but don't worry, I'll stay with you for the whole
今日は
time
ずっと
today.
和樹
Apa dah ini dah?
私も
I'm
あなたと
happy I
一
get
緒
to
に
be
いら
with
れ
you
て
too.
嬉しい手の痛みはもう引いた
Does your hand still hurt?
まだ
It does. Then I'll use my
Jato.
special charm. The fuck? Kazuki watched with a look ecstasy in her eyes and as Kurusu softly kissed her finger. It felt like I was seeing something I shouldn't, so I look away.
和樹の指
Your fingers are so thin and pretty, Kazuki.
おい
Hey,
何
why
ぼ
are
ん
you
やりしてる
spacing
ん
out?
だ
Anjir, kenapa anime tentang ini tentang ini, Cok?
宮代
Yeah, Shiro?
いや
No, nothing.
ん
I chased the stupid idea out of my mind. Kurusu was nice to everyone, even a girl like Kazuki who couldn't communicate with others. Of course, in reality, Kurusu and Kazuki had never done anything like that, and they never would. Kazuki put her headphone on and went back to play. Okay. He started. Okay. I never did know how to talk to her. Actually, it felt like it had been forever since I had even spoken to her. If you could call this a conversation, that is. She had been part of newspaper.
バシ
Oke, kita lanjut.
9月19日、9月29日、ハリツ、
うんうん
10月10日、ヴァンパイア、10月
ヴァンパイア
23日、ノータ、10月28日、ウ
ヤ
マ、
ミヘン
11月4日、
ニュージェネレーションの狂気
6 years ago, in 2009, a series of strange. They become famous. Those eyes. Whose eyes? They call the killings the murders took place in Shibuya, but at the time I was
もし今日、
okay.
ちょっ
What was
と喧
that
嘩
for?
はダメだよのんちゃんタク5人でみんな仲良くが
No, that was
しんちゃんも止
Shin.
めな
You
きゃ
need
ダ
to
メじゃ
stop
ん
them too.
いや
Where were you?
ああそう
This
だ
is no time for
喧嘩してる
acting
場合じゃな
taco.
いんだよ
He suddenly
タク
hopped up like a cheap toy.
裏のドア開いて
The back door is open.
る喉乾いて自
I
販
was
機なくて
thirsty.
ホテルの中ならあるだろうと思って裏の
I
ドア
went
見つ
around
け
to
て
the
開け
back
て
door and opened it.
中入って自販機やってさすが
Way
妖精
to
の
go
ガストは
fairy
やるじゃん
stand
って思
and
って買っていい
was second.
んだよそれ
What?
お前、
You always get
It's
ahead of
not
yourself.
タク
What's the plan? I could tell that Crusoe was glaring at me, but she didn't say anything. She couldn't say anything.
二人で行こう。カップルの方が、いざという。
Oke. Aku lupa yang ini sama apa enggak? Kayaknya sama deh. I didn't say it, but in my heart I apologized as Kurusu. Of course, she couldn't hear me, so she didn't say anything.
階段向こうなんだけどな
Okay.
ですから人を早くよこしてください。いやそれは新庄さんに聞いてください。
Quiet was ruined. The quiet was ruined by the police. He was either confused or just excited because he kept saying the same thing over and over again. Something had happened after all, and something bad enough that he needed backup. This was my chance. Okay.
はい、それは間違いありません。確認しました。ですがこちら。
くそ。
Damn it. That cop was in the way. Whether we took the stair or the elevator, we need to go through the lobby to get to them.
タク行くよ
Let's go.
早く
Hurry.
おい、
Shit. He probably hadn't seen our face.
部屋から出るなと言っているだろう。はい、いえすいません。
Oke. Oke. Ini coba apa nih? Positif. Is there people? Come on.
ここはラ
It's a
ブ
love
ああ、
hotel.
そっか。
Oh, right.
おい
What
何
are you?
ノック。
Knocking.
お
You
前な
can't. And suddenly the door opened. We didn't expect anyone to open it, so both Erika and I froze. And then they came out.
あら。
Are you two the next customers? It was a voluptuous woman with long hair, and she was completely naked. Not only that, her body was as nice as any you would see in a magazine. What the fuck? Wait, didn't she look like? She looked a lot like a model or actress I saw on TV? No, Taku, don't look.
かわいい。
You're so cute. Come in.
いえ
Oh no,
そういうんじ
it's not like that.
ゃいいのよ。
It's
お
fine.
嬢さんも
You can
一
come
緒
in
で
too,
も
miss. Eh? In other words, what exactly?
すっごく気持ちよく
Make you
さ
feel
せてあ
so
げる。
good. So,
だから、
so
おいで。
come in, okay? What the fuck? Taku, what should we do?
お前
Why do you look like you want to go inside? Because Serika's face was red with embarrassment. He whispered softly,
気持ちよく。
I want to feel good. What the fuck? Cok, ini anime
そん
apa
な状況じゃ
anjing?
ないだろ
What the? Rusak anjing Vian. Vian rusak anjing. That's not what we are here for. Something was wrong with me.
そんな状況って
What's not what we are here for? Eh? Damn it. I said what I was thinking out loud.
いやなんでもない
No, it's nothing. Sarika was still knocking on the door to room 306.
警察もいないし
Okay. Masih sama ya? Kayaknya yang ada ininya selalu berhubungan sama MC deh. Boleh yang positif negatifnya itu.
わかっ
そんなもんで盛り上がってる
あれか。そう。
Oke.
心配なんでしょ。
ちょ
Dun, 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 dun.
和樹
Kazuki, are you okay?
いやそう
Well,
か
really?
あいつがこんなに事件に
Okay.
そういう。
Dun, 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 dun. November 7. Hmm. Ini pilih triggernya itu loh. Pilih triggernya malah jadi kayak anime nganu anjir. Nih, tuh. My room was always same as always. There was no sign and blah blah blah. Nothing. Oke nih, bentar lagi trigger nih. Come on, you're worrying too much. Trigger on. I just heard a knock at the door, right? I couldn't believe it, but I had forgotten to lock the door. At first, I swung open from the outside. Someone was here. Oh, I knew two people who will come in without waiting for an answer, but was it okay for me to just stand here? Who's there? I gulped and spoke in a hoarse voice. Poking through the gap in the door was
タク
Taku. Oh, someone I knew well.
よかった起きて
Good,
た
you're still up. Haha. I'm really fine. I staggered over and sat down on the bed. That hadn't done my heart any favor. For some reason, Serika was standing at the entrance and fidgeting. She didn't try to come any further in.
どうした
What's wrong?
と
こんな時間に
I
女
don't
の
think
子
it's a
一
good
人で
idea
ここ
for
に
a
来るの
girl to be coming by alone
あ
at
まり
this
良く
hour.
ないと思う
I didn't think any of the homeless in this park were bad people, but someone who was hard up for money might attack her. Especially after what I had seen, I felt like I was going to start imagining things I didn't want to visualize.
タクは大丈夫
Aku, are you okay?
何が
Okay with what?
昨日
After what happened yesterday? Honestly, not really. Was Serika going through the same thing?
家に一人でいる
When
と
I'm alone in the
昨日の
house,
ことを
I remember
思い出しちゃうん
what
だ
happened yesterday, so I get scared and can't sleep.
尾上
Oh no,
ね
I don't want to be alone tonight,
え一人
okay?
でいるの
Can I stay
嫌だな
over? Just for
今日
for
だけでいい
tonight.
から
I knew exactly how she
泊ま
felt.
らせて
Just having someone you knew next to you was enough to make you feel a lot better. Apa iya? To take me for example, having Sarika here was letting me relax a little.
いいよ
Sure. Ini kalau sama Galen mah udah bahaya ini. Ya Galen? I will have to sleep on the floor, I suppose.
ありがとう
Thanks. Sarika must have felt better when she heard my response because she looked like she was about to cry. She sat down right next to me on the bed. Why was she sitting next to me? There were other places to sit, but when I looked closer, I saw what her shoulders were shaking a little.
そのことが
I just kept remembering what happened yesterday.
尾上
Onoe. It was natural, I suppose. Sarika was a girl, and she was younger than me. Seems something like that must have been a huge shock to her. It was my fault for getting her caught up in this. As I started thinking about that, she put her head up against my shoulder.
タク
Taku,
一緒にいて
stay with me,
お願い
please. Kenapa positifnya ini lebih ke arah plus bukan positif gitu? Plus plus masuknya.
ずぶといだ
Bukan positif ya. Oh no, it's a lot tougher than that. Of course, in reality, Sarika would never let me see her being that vulnerable, and she will never actually come to visit. Was she okay, even if I wasn't? Maybe she was just fine. It was probably just dense, yeah. I was really delicate, so in a sense, I was jealous of her. I said little and locked the door. Oh, that's right, crap. It was a new day.
ネットの知識者はどう
いい加減やは
だ
Dun, 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 dun. Truk, truk.
言ってないよ。
Kita na yo.
うん。
Ini 3 yang nonton siapa nih? Absen. Maksa anjir.
そうだっけ？
Zai. Jangan ada pau-pau lagi.
あ、そうか。
Atau ANS. Makhluk yang nonton tidak live chat ya kan?
子供がん
これ現場でタクが撮ってた録画データ。警察に消される前にストレージに上げておいたの。
なんか事件を追うのが楽しい
I feel wrong to give up on something you want to do. You're really given.
結果はどうあれ、そうじゃないと意味ないじゃん。オッケー。
Okay, what are you doing? Gak ada perbedaan kan, cuman beda di sini kan. She looked over at me while she reveled through my
カッ
bookcases,
コントを作る
making kakonto.
カッコンと
Kakonto? What kind of food is that? Are you serious?
飲み
It's
物
a
だ
herbal
よ
drink. Can give it to me. It keeps you from
吐き気を抑え
vomiting.
へえ、よく
Okay.
知ってるね。
And then some information I had found before flashed across my mind. Of course, it was from Cat Press. I had read about it in a certain special sale at Rand. If you put eye drops into a beer, it will make a girl feel aroused. Huh? At the time, I hadn't believed it. In another issue, they will say that eye drop in cola will make a girl go to sleep. Adding eye drop into a drink will create unusual side effect. I had heard a rumor that what the fuck? But what will happen if you put eye drop in kakonto? There was a stupid teenage girl who didn't even know what kakonto was right in front of me. So I tried. PK anjing. Oh, ini VN apa anjir? I prepared 2 cups like it was most natural thing in the Then I taking special care that Sarika wouldn't see me. I added a few drops of eye drop medicine from my shelf into her drink.
はい
Here, I gave her the cup, acting very
あ
natural.
りがとう。
Thanks. He took a drink with it. I gulped as I watched her.
何？
What? What's wrong? Oh
Yeah.
no. It's herbal. It tastes like medicine.
漢方薬
It's
だから
Chinese
な
herbal medicine after all, with added eye drops to be precise. I decide,
っていうか、
wait, I kind of feel,
この部屋。
isn't it hot in here? Sarika's cheek seems a little pink, and she seemed to be kind of spacing out. Was it starting to work already? I didn't expect it to work so fast. Hey, Taku,
なんか私、
I feel really weird.
僕
Her breathing was getting
変な感
shallower.
じなんだけど。
She was fidgeting and rubbing her thighs together. She was clearly behaving differently than she usually did. Way to go, Cat Press.
ちょっとトイレ
I'm
借り
going.
る。
I'm gonna go use your bathroom.
トイレ
Bathroom? What are you going to do?
それは
It's
内緒。
a secret.
内緒って
A
お前
secret. Are you feeling okay?
なあ
Hey,
トイレで
tell
何
me
を
what
する
you're
つもり
going
だ
to do
よ
in the bathroom. Something
いけないこと
not there.
は
Huh?
言わせない
Then
で
make me
よ。
say it. Tell me. What the fuck?
そうか別にトイレ行くのはいいけど
Can you but don't be in there too long, okay?
う
I don't want to go to the bathroom.
Eh?
Eh? Her cheeks were influshed and her expression
どう
was.
したの急に。
Where will that come from?
あいや
Oh no,
え
never
別に
mind. I desperately tried to recover as I drank my own kakonto. I hadn't found any eye drop on the shelf. Serika complained about the taste, but swallowed it down anyway.
それにしてもゲンさんいい。
酒癖の悪さはどうにかしてほしい。
What the fuck? Ini jadi VN apa anjir?
Ah?
は？駅前？
だからほれ
Okay. Kurusu loves sweet. This was something that Serika had said and that I had known about too. So would buying her something like she'd like would it was worth a try. Okay, trigger on. Oh Halo mode. Unless we could win her over, we weren't going to be able to continue with the case.
よし。
Okay, let's go buy something to bribe her with.
おのえ。
Uno, and tell me Kurusu's three favorite sweet shop.
買い
Okay.
に行くなら私も行きたい。
If you're going to buy something, I want to go to. She was clearly intending to buy something for herself. Well, that was fine. It was time for the mission to begin.
というわけで、
So here you go. This is a present for you, Kurusu. I knew that Kurusu was staying late after school to get ready for a festival. I handed her the present I had just bought. Serika had told me about a pancake place near Shibuya Station. It was a popular store where there was always a line of girls outside. I heard it was one of the few places where you could get pancakes for takeout, so I quickly chose it. Standing in line with the girls for an hour was almost torture, but I somehow managed to do it.
これって
Is this a pancake
X サンクスのパ
from
ンケーキ？
and thanks?
そうだけど、
That's right.
あそこいつも並んでいるからなかなか手に入
There
ら
is
ないの
always a
に。
line there, so it's impossible to get them. Her eyes were shining like a little girl's. It wasn't an expression I was used to seeing from her.
私にくれるの？
You're giving this to me? Really?
Mm.
Yeah, it always
It's
costs you a lot of trouble.
タクルがこういうプレ
It's
ゼン
so
トを
rare
くれるなん
for you
て
to give me any kind of
珍しいね。
present like this, Takuru.
ありがとう。
Thank you.
すごく嬉し
This
い。
makes me really happy. Oh, yeah. After seeing how happy she was, I couldn't tell her that I was trying to bribe her. That's strange.
え、なんで？
Why? Why was she crying? I'm sorry.
ごめんね。
I just didn't realize it was possible to be so happy. It's weird for me to cry so much,
こん
isn't
な
it?
ことで泣いちゃうなんて。でも
But this really made me
本当に嬉しかっ
happy.
たの。
Thank you, Takuru.
ありがとうね。よかったら
Want to
半
split
分こ
this?
しない？いい
It's okay,
で
right?
しょ？
Anjir, terlalu halu banget anjir. I was satisfied with the result of my simulation. This might work.
よし。
Okay, I've got it.
いいのか？
You're sure? Ito must have been really surprised because he badly overreacted.
お前はそんなに勇敢な
I
やつだっ
didn't
たか？
think you were so brave.
やるときはやるんだよ。
Just don't put
ただ、
anything on the
サーバー
server
に上
yet.
げるのはま、
オッケー。
Okay.
それから、とりあえず今はボードに
オッケ
Okay.
それから、事件のことに関しては、とりあえずクルスに秘密にしよう。
Tuh, oke-nya enak banget ya. Pertama kan ini ya.
De, その、で、その概要が、 軒目はこんなもんだな。
Leaky
じゃあ2軒
noise.
目に行こう。通称音漏れで、その遺体の画像が。で、その概要が。ちなみに同じ日付の6年前の事件は
Ini.
妊娠男だから。で、その概要が。よし、じゃあ最後にラブホの事件だ。場所は道玄坂のラブホ街だから。で、
Look at itu.
だから
なん
Oke.
ラブホの事件の遺体の画像は。
Ini ya kan.
なんだ。見覚えあるな。なんだっけな。そう力士シールだ。
うん、そう呼ばれてる。期限は諸説あるけど、
Oke.
目的はいろいろ変わったとこだ。でもこれはそもそも力士。
ちょっとストップ。
これ
Apa ini? Backlog. Ini enggak sih?
で、その概要が。今のところ日付はともかく、事件の内容に集団大。
Oke. Di sini udah chapter 2 kan ya? Ah, ini.
Takuru?
Takuru?
あ、いや、
The woman, no, the girl, stare at us suspiciously, and then, for the first time, she realized I couldn't take my eyes off her. What's wrong with you people? Huh? The word wouldn't come out. What do I say? Why was she here? Why was she acting so normal?
はじめまして。
Hello,
Watashi,
I'm Nano
Kurusu
Kurusu's
Nono no
younger
imoto desu.
sister. Waduh. The girl suddenly smiled and bowed.
妹。
The sister? You're lying. Kurusu never talked about having a sister.
渋谷地震
We
の
were
時に
separated during the
生き別れにな
Shibuya
ってい
quake.
たの。
I thought she was dead and had just
私自
given
身
up hope.
まさ
I
か
can't believe we've been
こうして再会できるなんて
reunited. Miracles really do happen,
本当に
don't they?
奇跡ってある。
Anjir, ini udah halu kacau anjir. There were tears in Kurusu's eyes. Then this girl really was her little sister. I was still having trouble believing it as the girl walked right up next to me.
あなたが
Are you
Miyashiro
Takuro
Takuru-san
Miyashiro? Yeah,
そうだけど。
that's right. How did she know my name?
じゃあ私にとっては
Then
お兄
you're
ちゃ
my
ん
big
ですね。
sister. A big brother, aren't you? Huh?
なんだ
What
と。
did you say?
そうなの？
Is that right?
だってタクルさん
Well,
はお姉
Takuro's
ちゃんにとって
basically
弟
my
同
big
然なんでし
sister's
ょ？
little brother, right? What the hell? That doesn't make any sense at all. Ya nggak make sense ini dari tadi trigger positifnya, cok. I look to Kurusu for help.
タクル仲良くしてあ
Takuro,
げて。
be
よ
nice to her.
ろしくお願いします。
I can't wait to learn all about you, big brother. Hehehe. And all of a sudden, I had a little sister. Things around here were about to get a lot more complicated. Halu. MC halu. Or not. Not a chance in hell. There is no way this girl was Kursu's little sister. Not that I had any idea what she was doing here.
のんちゃん
None,
知り
do
合
you
いなの
know her? Sarika mentioned toward the girl.
ええ後輩あしょおいどうして
Ini trigger positifnya aneh-aneh anjir.
その
In the
ホ
hotel.
テル
Hotel? Though?
何してた
What
ん
were
で
you
すか
doing in that hotel? A moment.
Ah,
It felt like her
ano
body
hotel
moved
de?
for just a moment.
有村さん
Arimura-san. I could see Kurusu frown in the corner of my eye. She was looking at me. Her expression hadn't changed. But for some reason, it felt like she was looking me over. And then she smiled.
気になります
Do you want to know?
そりゃ
Well, just as I spoke, she leaned over and whispered in my ear.
だったら
Then why don't we go together next time?
二人で一緒に行きましょう
Ini hentai ini kayaknya.
何
What?
Nante
What did she say? It's a secret
私と
between me and
宮代先輩だ
Miyashiro.
けの日
I couldn't imagine her doing something like that after what I had seen at the hotel. Something much worse was going on there. An awkward silence ensued as we waited for her to
あなた
answer.
だったんですか
Ini mah visual novel nudity ya ini mah. Ecchi aja. Oke. Rikishi sticker. Baru chapter 2, cok. Dan kita disuruh ke chapter 6 biar jadi kita triggernya dari yang ambil positif terus. Habis itu baru nanti di chapter 6 baru ke trigger rutenya katanya. Berarti nanti di chapter 6 akhir ceritanya mulai beda kan? Ini apa lagi nih? Positif ini apa lagi nih?
なんでもない
It's nothing.
なんだそれ
What's that?
おご飯だよ
Good.
買ってこいって言ったのタ
He
ク
was
じゃん
right. What a pain.
はいしんちゃんは
あサンキュー
タクはカロリーブロックと満点
栄養バランスを考えた
This was effective way to get a balanced diet.
焼きそばと酒
焼きそば
おにぎりとクリームパンと
Salmon rice
チョココロネとアン
The
パ
chocolate
ンとグ
coron
レープフルーツ
相変わらずね
You've got the world's most inefficient metabolism. You're a girl, right?
女子だよ
I am, yes. Why? Don't make that why are you asking face at me. Sarika grabbed the cream bread off the massive pile of food in front of her.
あーお
I'm
腹すい
hungry, let's eat.
たいただきます
She focused only on devouring her meal and ignore what everyone around her might be thinking. Was she really a girl? I always worry a little watching her. She should think a little more about how she looked to the other. Whoa. She had chomped down so hard that the cream inside the bread flew out and stuck on the edge of her lip.
口にクリームつ
I
いちゃっ
got cream on
た
my mouth. Ito's demeanor suddenly changed.
うん
It's all
ベトベ
sticky.
ト
Instead of wiping it away, she kept eating her bread. With every bite she took, her lips get dirtier and dirtier.
うんでも美味しい
But it's so good. Strangely, I found myself unable to look away. Why was I staring at her mouth like this? Come to think of it, I would never really stare at someone's mouth when they were eating, especially a girl. Her plump lips and the way her pink tongue darted around her mouth as she licked away the white cream seemed strangely arousing. Hey,
ねえ
Taku,
タクもしんちゃんも
you are both
私の
staring at
こと
me.
じっ
Something
と
wrong?
見てるけど
いや、
Oh, no.
別に
Nothing. Both Ito and I look away. Why did I feel a little excited?
ふん
Hmm.
そんなことよりお前
Anyway, wipe your
その
mouth.
口
お
Hmm?
うん
Okay then.
じゃタク舐めて
You like it? What the fuck? Anjing. Oh. Ini VN ku beli. Pengen dapat psychological horror sama thriller sama gore-nya gitu ya. Kenapa jadi gini animenya anjing? Why? Zerka grinned a little and then walked right in front of me and brought her hat close.
私の口にぺっ
I
た
want
り
to
つい
lick
たこ
away the
の
white
白い
cream.
クリーム
What the
タクの
fuck?
舌甘くて美味しいよ
It's sweet and
だ
delicious.
から
So, do it,
いや
please.
やめろよ
Stop it.
キスするわけじ
It's
ゃない
not
んだ
like
し
it's kiss.
それ
Come
ぐらい
on.
いいじゃん
Her soft lips were right in front of me. They smelled like cream. He said it wasn't a kiss, but wouldn't licking it away be naughtier than a kiss?
じゃあ俺が代わ
I'll
り
do
に
it instead.
おい
Ui.
お前がいいって言
One
って
I
る
say
ん
it's
だから
okay,
止
don't
めるな
stop
よ
me. You bastard. When I imagined him licking Serika's lips, I felt really annoyed. I even felt like I was going to throw up.
やめろ
Stop it. I overheard her a tissue.
早く拭けて
Just wipe it away.
タク
Taku.
なんだよ
Ah, you're no
ノ
fun.
リ悪いな
The fuck? What's going on here? This was like one of those sex circles you sometimes read about in Cool Cat Press. This was the Hacky Ho Academy newspaper club.
タクごめん
Taku, I'm sorry. Did that really bother you?
それなら
Then Serika scrubbed the cream off her lips with finger.
私が
I'll make you lick it instead. What the? It was so sudden that it scared me a little, but I licked the cream off her finger. The taste of sweet cream.
美味しい
Is it good? And then she stared at it. Then she glanced at me and grinned.
タクのよだ
It's all
れでべちょべちょ
What the Serika wasn't that sexy to begin with. Well, that was more perfect than sex. Were men just really vulnerable to girls like that? Was I? Apa hanya beras for Serika? It's so good.
.でその概要がこの動画のこっちみんなの現場が見える位置にあった力士シールの引きの画像は
Ini. Ini.
こっちみんなの現場が見える位置にあった
Bener. Dun, 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 dun. Oke. Sorry, I've got to take care of something. Can you get stuff for me? Okay.
後で連絡する。少し非常
Is
識じゃ
that
な
a
いです
little
か。
unreasonable? Okay, trigger on.
それで
So what kind of case is it
どんな事件です？
today? Case? What was going on?
ヒカリオのホールで
That
明
fans
日から
note
行わ
has
れる
been
宝石
sent
店
to
に
the jewelry
予告状が
exhibition
届けられた
that's being held in the Hikari Wall
ま
tomorrow.
さか怪盗
Will
ロ
it
マン
be
ギー
Phantom Thief, Laman Giga?
あ
And indeed. What? I couldn't follow the conversation at all.
今回ばかりは
This
取
time
り
we
逃がすわ
can't
け
let
にはい
him
かな
get
い
away.
まったく
Ish.
人の予定
I
も考え
wish
ず
he
に
would
犯罪
think
予告出
about
さ
my
ないでほしいで
schedule
すよね。
before he started sending out at
頼む君の力を貸してくれ
help us.
こないだラブホテルでひどい目にあっ
I
たば
just
かり
went
な
through
のに
all that
人
mess
使いが
at the
荒い
Love
こと
Hotel.
で
You don't give a girl break, do you?
すまないとは思ってい
I
る
do feel bad about
だ
it.
が俺たち
But
だけ
we
では
can't solve
どう
this
するこ
case
と
on
も
our own.
しょうがない
Oh,
な。
fine. You owe me
今
some
度とび
delicious
きり美味
cabbage
しいロール
rolls.
キャベツをご馳
So,
走してください。
deal?
ロールキャベツ
Cabbage rolls. Well,
Oh.
if that's all you
それぐらい
want,
ならいくら
then
でも
sure.
お安い
よろしく。
thanks. Arimura took the suitcase he overheard and got in the back seat of his car. The door closed shut. But the detective was still standing next to the car. The backseat window were heavily tinted, and I couldn't see inside. The car was shaking a little.
中で何してるのかな
What is she doing inside, I wonder?
いかがわしいこと
That's something naughty? Maybe there was some nasty old politician inside the car and he was pawning. What the fuck?
えでも
But
あの男の人
Guy is a detective,
刑
right?
事だからって
Not all detectives are good
全員が正義の
guys.
人だとは
Maybe he was
限らない
threatening Arimura and forcing her to do bad things to make money. I coped and tried my best not to throw up. What the hell? 5 minutes passed as I stood there and watched. The detective stood there the whole time. And then the back seat opened. When we saw how Arimura was dressed, both Serika and I fell silent. Ta-da! I'm all set. What the heck? Was she cosplaying a naughty police woman? Her uniform came complete with miniskirt. So she had been changing clothes in the back seat of the car.
今日も決まってるな
You are looking pretty good today, miniskirt investigator.
お
Thanks
め
for
で
the
とう
compliment.
それじゃ
Alright,
張り切って
let's
現場に
off to the
乗り込み
crime
ましょう
scene.
タク
Taku. Serika shook my shoulder. She was blinking rapidly in confusion.
村さん
Why is Yarimura dressed like that?
って言わ
I
れて
don't know. Oh, I get
そ
it.
うか有村さんは普段は女子
But
高生
that's
だけど
not all she is.
その正体は
In her secret
女子高生
identity,
ミニスカ
she is a
捜査官
teenage miniskirt
重
detective.
大事件の時
She's
にだけ
summoned
招
only
集さ
for
れ
important
犯人を華麗に捕まえるんだ
cases, and she always catches the culprit.
有村さんにあんな秘密があったなんて
This is a huge scoop,
これは
but
大スクープだ
what the
ぞ
fuck?
ミ
Miniskirt
ニスカ
Taku?
Taku.
What are you talking about, huh? I suddenly realized that Serika was looking at me in confusion. I quickly looked around. He seemed to be talking. Did I just say that out loud? Oh no, that's Amberson. My face was burning. It was a joke.
あんまりタ
It
クらし
didn't
い
really
冗
feel
談
like
じゃ
your
なか
kind
っ
of
た
joke.
な
Maybe you're
Sorry,
actually
don't.
into that.
違う
No,
本当に
really?
本当に
You're really
ミニスカ
not
捜
into
査官の
miniskirt
し
detective?
そんなことよ
Forget
り
that. We
有村さん
came
と刑
to
事の
and we
関係を
need to
避けない
find
と
out what's going on with Arimura and the detective. Erika was looking at me with cold eyes, but I quickly turned my attention to Arimura's conversation.
悪いが
Minum dulu.
ここ
Jangan lupa minum ya
は
teman-teman.
壁法の人たちにとって穴場なのかい
Oke. Kling 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 kling.
あなた
Oke. Di sini belum ada trigger ininya ya? Oke, masih belum ada. Berarti ini plotnya soal di sini nih. Meski look up from her game, she had been totally ignore all of this.
渡部の記事の画像
Renata.
適当に ほら
Come
早
on,
く
check the video. Well, whatever. If he thinks he's fooling me like that, then I'll let him think that. I still felt sick.
サムネイ
He
ルが
passed the
届い
thumbnail.
オッケー
Okay, I don't like it
私もやだもん。
either. There were a lot of different type of comment. Some were claiming that Watabe had ripped us off. Some of them were saying all kind of horrible things about us. Very few of them were discussing the actual video. These weren't the comments I was interested in.
あ、メ
Oh,
ー
we
ル来
got
た
an email. An email. What was that was the sound of the PC made when it got an incoming email. The email address it used was for a newspaper club. Ito and I had a joint account. We used to upload videos into Niconia, and the email address was written on our profile page. Normal user never bothered to check out the profile page, so I almost never got any email. Sarika opened the email program on the computer. There was a single new email.
メールより動画だろ
Forget the email, look at the
こ
video.
のタイミングだし
Given the
タレ
timing,
コ
it
ミ情
might
報か
be
もしれない
someone with a tip.
タレコミってなんの
What kind of tip?
それはだから
You know, something about
動
the
画に関
video.
連した何かの
Ito seemed unsatisfied, but it will but it will only take a minute to check out the email. I asked Sarika to open it. Oh, this is
なんだよ
what?
読
I
む
read
ね
it. This is Kay, the
Konnichiwa.
administrator of Shibuya News.
へい
Kay had gotten in touch with us. Ooh. Yes, now I'm excited.
あなたの
The
作
video
成し
you
た
made
動
was
画
extremely
とても興味
interesting,
深くて
and I discussed it
昨日
on
の
my
私
show
の
last
番
night.
組
Would you
で
like to
取り
exchange
上げ
some
させ
contact
素晴らしい
information?
発見をしたあなたと
You've
ぜ
made
ひ
a
お近
wonderful
づきになり
discovery,
たい
and I would
の
like to get to know you better.
今度直接会って
Please
お
tell me
話
when
を
you're
させて
available
く
to meet
だ
in
さい
person. Get to know me better. Meet me in person. I hope. Kay had recognized our work. There could be no greater honor.
本物なのか
Is that
ケ
real?
イさんを語って連絡してく
There
る意
would
味
be
が
no
ない
point in pretending to be Kay to contact us. And the address matched the one the one she was used by Shibuya News.
まだ続きあるよ
There's more. I've attached a picture I took of myself. Please send me a picture of
自
you.
撮り画像
Picture. Kay had never put a picture of her face up on Shibuya News. Her broadcast was always voice only, of course. I heard her voice. I had heard her voice. I had never, but I had never seen her face. In my mind, I picture her as a highly intelligent girl, and she had sent a picture of her
ウ
face.
イルスが仕込ま
Could
れ
it
て
be
る
a
んだ
virus? Why was Ito so suspicious of everything? Kay wanted to get in touch with us. Would it kill you to be a little more excited?
ケイさんはそんなこと
Kay
しない
wouldn't
だろ
do that. I would believe in Kay. I wanted to
お
believe.
前
You're
渋
a
谷ニ
huge
ュースの
fan
信者
of
だ
Shibuya
もんな
News, aren't you?
好きにしろ
Do what you want.
信者じ
I
ゃないけ
wouldn't
ど
call myself a
ファ
huge
ンな
fan,
の
but I'm a
お
fan.
い添付
Oh
ファ
no,
イルを
open
開い
attached file. Okay. This was my chance to see Kay. I couldn't wait. I felt like I was meeting my future bride. Erika moved the mouse, opened the attachment file. What appeared was
エロいな。
Sexy. What the fuck? Yeah. No.
さんはそんな
He's
軽薄
not
な
that
人間
kind of
おい
girl.
宮代
Hey, Miyashiro.
何ブツブツ言
Are you reading? Eh?
Hah?
Nah, ini lanjut ya. Kamuin sorry. Kenapa ya? Trigger eventnya kocak-kocak anjir. Gak ada psychological horror sama sekali jatuhnya cok ini cok.
さい
Oh ini ya. Ini seru sih. Ini mulai serunya tuh di sini sih kemarin tuh. Yang di awal-awal. Di sini mulai seru. Kenapa? Karena kita dibikin ini kan. 2 hours, huh? I don't know. Being quiet and doing nothing was so tiring. Sarika had her arms crossed over her knees. She looked upset. I was imagining it. Or has she been really fidgety over the last 10 minutes?
変なの。
It's weird.
まさかこの年でタクと一緒に女子トイレの個室に。
そう言わ
Don't
ずに
say
もうちょ
just
っと
hang
付き
in
合って
there a
くれ
little longer.
いいけど、
I can if you want.
でもこれ以上粘っても。
Sarika sighed a little. I looked away from her. I was starting to fidget a little. Maybe because we had been talking about going to the bathroom.
タク、
Aku?
Hmm?
Hmm? Sarika sighed a little and slowly stood up.
さ、
Listen, I need to ask you something.
相談
Ask me something? What was this about? Sarika seemed really uneasy.
さっき
Remember your lecture a
Oh.
moment ago? Oh yeah.
私、
I said we couldn't go to the bathroom because there were 2 of us.
言った
You did, and?
うん、
No, never mind. Sarika had dropped. For some reason, she looked like she was about to cry. She was clutching the hem of her skirt tightly and shaking a little.
どうしたんだよ
What's wrong?
なんでも
It's nothing
だ
really.
ってなんか泣きそうな
Like you're
顔してる
about
じゃ
to
ないか
cry. Finally, she started to bite her lip as she was trying to enter something. She really was acting weird. Sarika normally didn't behave this way.
どうしたんだ
What's wrong? If you don't tell me, I won't know. Sarika just shook her head from left to right. She wasn't even looking at me anymore. What's going on? I don't understand it at all. I'd never seen her like this before. Until just a moment ago, we were having a normal conversation. I grabbed her shoulder and peered into her eyes.
言ってくれ
Tell me, we've known each other forever, right?
僕を信
Can't
用
you
できない
trust me? She shook her head even faster. And at last, she started to cry. Huh? I looked closer and saw that her cheeks were flustered. I can't take it anymore. What? You can't take?
お願い。
Please, Taku, turn the other way. Hmm? And then Sarika's body shook finally just once. Until a moment ago, she had seemed to be sovereign, but now she looked relieved and relaxed. What the heck? I suddenly looked down. She was still holding her skirt. There was a puddle at her puddle. Huh? Not only that, her long knee socks were soaking wet. What's this? You
ま
didn't.
さかお前
Don't look. Sarika backed me in a quiet voice. Don't look at me. I could smell a faint whiff of ammonia. Waduh. Ngompol deh. It was obvious now what had happened.
な
What
ん
did
で
you
お前
say?
言わないんだよ
Why did you hold it?
なんでこうなるまで我慢してた
Because I can't go to the bathroom when there's 2 of us here.
タクがいるのに。
I can't do it right in front of you, Taku. Anjir, kenapa jadi visual novel mesum gini anjing? Udah pusing, makin pusing gua. Anjir, pala gua udah pusing, dibikin pusing kayak gimana begini nih. Maybe it was time to go home after all. Meow, halo Bagis, welcome to the stream. Uji speedrun. Ini karena teksnya masih sama main kemarin yang udah kita baca. Jadi ceritanya masih sama. Belum dapat cerita yang beda laginya. Bentar. Chapter 3. Her expression hadn't changed, but it seemed like she was having some kind of trouble. What was going on? Did she want to help? Okay. But it was incredibly rare. It wouldn't be right to just ignore her.
わかったよ。
Fine.
しょうがないからついてってや
I'll
る。
help you. I guess I don't have a choice. No way. Did Kazuki grin? There was something you almost never saw. So where are we going? I faintly hoped that something incredible was about to happen. Kazuki grabbed my sleeve and started walking. She's okay.
Help me.
Help me. I suddenly heard a girl's voice. I looked around, but only the two of us were there. Huh? I guess I was just imagining it.
Help me.
Help me. No, I wasn't imagining it. I really did hear it. I looked around again, but there was nobody there but me and Kazuki. There was no place for anyone to hide, which meant...
もしかして、
Was that you,
今の、
Kazuki? Hmm.
お前喋れたのか
You can talk? No, I mean, of course you can talk, but it was just really surprising,
でも
okay?
どうしていきなり
But why now, all of a sudden?
Help me.
Takuru,
Miyashiro.
you are...
You are
my
my
only
only hope.
Dia ngomong bahasa Inggris. Huh? Why she was speaking English? Could Kazuki maybe not speak Japanese? Maybe she had... Oh... Maybe that's why she never told. Her English didn't seem very good. And then suddenly a loud fanfare played. Where was that sound coming from? As I looked around frantically, giant words appeared in the sky and started to scroll. A long time ago in a galaxy long. Ini mah Star Wars anjir. Kenapa jadi ada Star Wars anjir? Kenapa jadi ada Star Wars anjing? What is that? AR or projection mapping? Kazuki expression didn't change
私
it.
の本名はカーズキー・ハンナ。
Kanna
カーズキー
Kazuki.
大聖団帝国である
I am the
銀河
eighth
帝王
daughter,
ル
Emperor
ドルフ
Rudolph.
15世の第8王女です。
Kazuki Galactic Empire.
え
Oh,
助けて
hello, hello,
ください。
Maldo. Welcome to stream. Help
ち
me.
なみに
Also,
あなたは
you're
私
my
の
twin
双子
brother.
あと
Oh,
最終的
in
に
the
あな
in
た
the
は
end,
生き
you're
別れ
going
の
to have
実
to
の
fight
父
your
親
long
と
lost
戦うこ
father,
とにな
who
り
is
ます。
Rudolph 15,
Ma.
obviously.
というわけで
So yeah,
助けてく
help me.
というわけでとか言われてもな
That so yeah really hurts the
Digest
drama you were
説明されても困る。
building up there. Also, you spoiled the whole plot.
さ
Come
行き
on,
ましょう。
let's
ど
go.
こへ
Where?
あの星の彼方へ。
Beyond the star. Ooh. Did I may want to put on a Spark Wars play at the culture festival that surprised even me. The Spark Wars was too old for a high school kid to use in a play. I considered this as I walked, and the next thing I knew, I was in the courtyard. Kau baru balik kau, Melda. Kazuki stopped in front of some large object with a vinyl covering on top of it. What was this thing? Kazuki stared at it for a moment and then pointed at it.
もしかして
Do you have to
これを
carry
運ばなきゃ
this
な
or
らないとか。
somewhere? Oh, ini kan udah. No, I need to do something. Oke. Ini apa trigger on-nya nih? No, definitely not.
ほら、カズキ、
Come on,
とにかくそこどい
Kazuki,
て。
move. Huh? Wait a second. Was that my voice?
変だな。なん
That's
か、
strange.
喉の調子が。
My throat must be acting weird. What was going on here?
あ、
I knew it.
あ、
Those were definitely my words, which meant that my voice had turned into a girl. No, that's not right. Then why? Why was I staring at my own face?
Huh?
Kita tukeran badan aja.
Waktu
Maybe
Kazuki no
I
nakama
switched
ga
bodies with
irekawata.
Kazuki?
嘘だ。
No
そ
way,
んな
that's
バカなことが
impossible.
あるわ
But
けが。
I fearfully touched my chest. Oh, the sensation I felt was an unfamiliar one. What the fuck? Wait a second. This feeling was
なんだろう。
I don't know
想像
what,
し
but
てい
it's
た
a
より
lot
も
harder
ずっと
than I.
硬いぞ。
It's too hard.
アニメなんかでボヨンボ
In
ヨンと
anime,
揺
you
れて
see
いる
them
表現
bouncing
があ
all
る
the
から。
time, so
ま
I
るでマ
expected
シュマロ
them.
みたい。
What the
いや
fuck?
待って、違
Wait,
う。
that's not why.
そうじゃない。
See, this
そう
is.
か。これはブラジャーをして
It's
いるから
because
か。
I'm wearing a bra. I didn't consider that.
つまり、ブ
In
ラを
other
取れ
words,
ば、
if
もっと
I were
柔ら
able
か
to
い
touch
本
soft
体が
treasure
で
beneath,
も、ブラのホックを
I'm
外
doing
すなんて、女子と
not
付き合った経
impossible
験
for
の
a
ない
boy
男子
who
にとっては、
has
難関中の
never
難関
dated
だ。
a girl.
自分の背中にあるホ
How
ック
do
な
you
んて、
take off?
どうやっ
What
て
the?
外してるんだ。
What? But then I realized there is no need to go through all the trouble of undo.
そうか。
That's right. I
ブラ
just
そ
have
の
to
ものを
lift
上に
up
ず
the
らせば、
bright
それ
side
でいいじゃないか。
a couple little as I yanked the bra up from over my uniform. I could feel their content. What the fuck? Oh, this is amazing. I jumped a little and they shook. It was exactly like an anime. So that wasn't an
とい
exaggeration.
うか、カ
Wait
ズ
a
キって
second,
もしかして
Kazuki. Or you maybe. I guess there's no maybe. Your breasts are
めちゃくちゃ
huge.
胸が大きい
He's
ぞ。
definitely the owner of a giant rack. As a guy, the idea of having globs of fat hanging off your chest was a very strange one. Maybe that was the reason why my shoulder felt a little stiff, so it was also true that girl with large breasts had stiff shoulder. Anyway, my breasts, that is to say Kazuki's, were currently not covered by a bra. I wanted to see it. I had to see it. Were these two twin mount as of what the fuck? Mesum banget anjir. I couldn't fight the overwhelming. I brought my hand up to my chest like it was the most natural thing in the world, and I softly cupped my own breast. The fuck?
すごい。
This is so.
こんな。
had tears in her eyes, was glaring at me. Eh?
バカ
Tell me,
変態
perfect. I felt a powerful impact on my face and my vision went black. Wait, was that a comic? I never thought I was into gender bending stuff. But that got me a little excited. Maybe it was a bad idea to stay like this.
カズキ
Kazuki, are you hurt? What the fuck? No, of course not.
心当たり
No idea.
どっちの
Which is the
姿
real
が本当の
her?
彼女
Maybe.
なんだろ
Then the reason she brought me must be apa tuh?
宮代先
You've got
輩って
such a great voice, Miyashiro.
うそう
Do
で
I?
すか
No one had ever told me that before.
実は私
I've actually got a voice fetish. Huh? That was really none of my business.
宮代先輩
And
の
your
声
voice
って
quality
十分
definitely
私の感傷に
live up
耐
to
えら
my
れるクオリティ
standard.
だと思うんです
Quality
そう
does it.
マニアックな
Yep,
私が言うん
I'm
です
really
から
into this
そう
stuff,
です
so I
って
would know.
というわけです
I want you
先
to read something just for me.
朗読ですか
Read something, yes.
文
It's
芸部の
part
活
of
動
a
の一環
literary
でもあ
club
るんですけど
activities, and you're such a
宮代
prof.
先輩に
It was hard to say no after all these those compliments. What do you want me to read?
ですね
Well, it's
それは
blushing. She took out a notebook. Ta-da! This. It looked like a normal student notebook. There's nothing on the cover. I flip it open. Ooh. I was only on the first page and already I was looking at the whole different world. Two pretty boys, drawn in the style of a girl manga, were holding each other. What the fuck? Yo, it was drawn in pencil and the illustration wasn't that great. There was a dialogue bubble. Pierced me with This is
これは
I don't understand. Did Arimura draw this?
これ
This
私が
my
文芸部
idea
で本
for
を作る時用のネ
but
タ帳なん
having
で
a
すけ
real
ど
boy
ね
say this?
いや
No, I can't. Please.
無理です
I can't.
どうしても
Are
ダ
you
メです
sure?
か
There's no one else I can ask.
女子の友達は
I
多
have
い
a
んで
lot
す
of
けどね
girlfriends, but I don't really do well around guys.
でも先
But
輩
I
が
can't force you, can I? Rimura-san, if she was really relying, tapi itu
わかりまし
kayaknya
た
BL bukan deh.
本当ですかありがとうござい
She
ます
smiled happily. Now that I had actually told to her, I realized she was a strange person, but not a bad one.
でどこを
So
読め
what
ば
part do I need?
最初からおなしゃ
Start from the beginning, please.
最初から
He wanted me to read this aloud,
感情たっぷりにおなしゃす
with as much emotion as you can muster,
エロい感じでおな
as
し
dirty as you can make it. The fuck? Could I do that? I took a deep breath to calm myself down. Harimura was looking at me with stars in her eyes. It was embarrassing. I couldn't tell her to look away. I guess I would just have to do it.
そのまま僕に突き刺して君のエクスカリバ
Whoa! I just banged her hat. This was tougher than I thought. Mentally, I didn't know if I could do it. I wanted to get away as soon as possible.
もういいよね
That's enough, right? The next page. Can you read the next page too? There was a similar picture and dialogue bubble.
ささ
Come on,
お前のアイスキャンディ
melt your eyes,
ー
Poppins.
俺の中で
What
溶け
the?
させてくれよ
イエスイエス
Story apa ini anjing? Guess what?
次おな
Next,
しゃ
please. I give up.
いややめろよこの鬼畜虚婚野郎
Oh fuck! Sakit ini. Sakit ini.
最高です。
You're wonderful.
私
I can't. Anjir. And then her whole body started to spasm. A bit of drool was dripping out of the side of her mouth, but she didn't try to wipe it up. I've never been so excited.
先輩
Can you read? Can you do reading for me once in a while
会
from now on?
次は
Next time, I want to hear something even
そ
smoother.
れと今度は
And I'll bring some
文芸部
friends.
の同じ趣味を
What
持
the
つ人
fuck?
大丈夫
Don't worry, they're all girls. I'm sure they'll fall in love with your voice.
いいでし
It's
ょ
okay, right? Right? That's how my career as a voice actor. What the fuck? Sakit anjir.
事
This
件
about what happened? Okay. Oke, masih sama. Rasa baru kemarin loh mainin yang story scene ininya. Kayak baru banget. Don't forget that. Nah ini udah kacau nih. Pasti alunya udah kacau anjir. Apa anjir more anjir. You've got big breasts, don't you, Hana? What the fuck? You're panting. Can I kiss you? What the fuck? No, I'm going to. Whether you want me to or not. What the fuck? Jadi Yuri.
興奮してるの
Are you excited? That's so cute. Ini apa? Additional.
私も
I'm excited
ね
too.
花ちゃん
What the fuck?
うん
What the fuck?
そう私の胸
I couldn't take it anymore and gulped loudly. Azuken, stop whispering. Oh no, they had heard me.
ねえ花ちゃん
Anna-chan,
タクが私たち
Aku
の
is
声
listening to us. No, you're right next to me. I can't help it. I wanted to say that, but I couldn't speak.
花ちゃん
Here's an idea. Why don't we let Taku join in? What the fuck?
オッケーねえタクこっちおいでよ私と
Rusak. Crap, when I had closed, my imagination started to get better of me. It was their fault for saying that stuff next to me. Oh well, they actually weren't saying any of that, but just listening to them. I listened carefully for a moment and realized I could hear soft snoring. Damn it, they needed to consider my feelings too. I need to think. Oh. Oke. Oke. Masuk chapter 4. Oke. Ini mostly ini ya, apa namanya? Tentang case ya. Nggak ada yang positif negatif. Tun tun tun. I suddenly look up at the building. The lights are on, which means she was awake. She would be. That was the end of my last hope. After Sarika had answered the phone. Yeah, okay. Just like I expected, her voice was calm. She had told me to come home immediately in a flat, emotionless voice. No, I didn't have certain blah blah blah. It might be something else.
クルス、
Kurusu, it's me.
タクル
You did it.
来てく
I
れたのね。
came inside and Kurusu welcomed me from the bed.
おかえり。
Welcome back.
ちょっと
Hold
待
on
っ
a
て。
second. Kurusu started to rummage through something under the blankets. If he was going to get mad. Okay. Right now, it felt like sitting on a bed of nail. It was hellish.
あのさ、今日
Just as I
呼び出したのっ
spoke,
て
Kurusu stood up.
やっぱり。なん
Where
で
are
脱い
your
でるんだ
clothes? She wasn't even wearing underwear. What the fuck? But if she had been lying down this whole time, it will make... Okay. Wait, that wasn't the issue here.
背中を拭いてもらおうと思って。
I wanted you to wipe down my back.
もしかして、
Is that why you
呼び出したの？
called me?
ごめんね
I'm。sorry, is it bother?
迷惑だった。
あ、その、
Oh
い
no,
やなんていうか、
this didn't make sense. Kurusu was unusually like this. I wasn't sure how to handle her now that she was acting this way.
ゆいやゆうと
You
に
should
頼
have
め
just
ばいい
asked
の。
Yui or
タクル
Yuto.
に
Maybe I just decided what I want you to do it.
こういう時ぐらい。
These are
いいでしょ？
special circumstances. It's okay, right? You wanted me to do that? Hi, hello fun, welcome to the stream. That's a really weird thing for you to say. Do you have a fever or something?
恥ずかしがることなんて
There's
ない
nothing
の
to be
に。
embarrassed
何
about.
年か前、
When you got a fever and couldn't get out of bed, all of those year, I did all kind of things for you.
いろいろ
All kind of
下
things.
の世話だって
I
し
took
た
care
よね。
of you down there too. Sudah jam segini belum kelar juga nih Bang Pet. Emang udah berapa monitor gak? Anjir kok. Ini game visual novel loh. Tentang gore sama psychological horror. Tiba-tiba trigger pointnya jadi ecchi ya anjir. Pusing juga gua. Baru 80. Terus nambah gak? Nambah 30 lagi gak? I hadn't heard anything about her having a fever. So why was she acting this way?
タクルの体のことな
And
ら
everything there is to know about your body.
兄弟なんだか
Your
ら
brother and sister, so that's normal,
そ
right?
れは普
Was
通
that
の
normal?
お願い
Mantap dong, enggak lah, jauh. Oh jauh ya?
今日だけでいいか
Mantap
ら
dong. Enggak anjir. Just for today.
甘えさせてよ
Oily.
わかったよ。
Fine.
ありがとう
Thank you. But it was still embarrassing enough that I couldn't bring myself to look at her.
タクル
Don't look away. My heart
Leo.
skipped a bit.
それって、
What do you
どう-
mean?
私の全部を
I'm going to expose all my secret to
Takuru.
you now.
あ
What the fuck? Her face was bright red. Did she have a fever after all? Or
クルスだっ
you're
て。
embarrassed too, aren't you,
Hazukashiga-
Kurusu? Yeah,
変
it's weird,
よね
isn't it? This is a lot more
What
embarrassing than I thought.
ずっ
To be honest, I wanted to run away
恥
as soon as I could. But I had just I'll just say it. I will do it. I couldn't betray Kurusu then when she was this weak.
見るよ。
I'm going to look.
嬉しい
That makes me happy. I looked straight at her. Her body. The fuck? Bro. Come on. Ini di stream, bro.
何か
Why don't you say something? Anjing. Ini di stream, anjing. But I couldn't bring myself to
そ
say
れ
that.
じゃあタクル
Okay, Takara, will you do it?
お
Do it?
だから
Wipe my own.
体を拭いて
I've
そこに
forgotten.
タオルあ
There's a
るから
towel there. She already had a towel and hot water ready. I wet the towel and got closer to Kurusu. Oh, anjing pusing gua kok. Do I
前から
start from the front
後ろ
or from the back? Huh? He fidgeted. It was really cute to see Kurusu acting this way. You're
前
going to
も
wipe down from
拭いて
front side too?
あ
Huh?
あ
Kurusu didn't need me to wipe down her front side. She could do it
い
herself.
やだってず
Oh,
っと
gua
こ
mah
っち
ada
向
gua
いてる
skip.
から。
Alah tai. Alah tai. Lu mah gila lu. No, I mean you've been facing this way the whole time. Oh no, I was panicking even more than usual.
ごめん。
I'm sorry.
背中だよ
You wanted me to wash your back, right?
いいよ
It's okay.
Eh?
Gue juga nggak main ginian. It's okay. What was okay? No, I didn't need to ask. I gulped again and looked back at her. Her pale skin was slightly sleek with sweat. Her breast was... What the fuck? Her hips formed a smooth curve. She looked like a statue of Venus. I had never realized Kurusu was so pretty. I wanted to touch her body. She looked so soft. Her skin looked so clear. I would be lying if I said I wasn't turned on. But more than anything, I wanted to touch it because it belonged to Kurusu. I wanted to touch her beautiful body because it was hers. What the fuck? And ran my fingertips softly down side of it. What the fuck?
タクルなんでそんなとこ
Her
ろ
body shook a little. It was indescribably cute. Kurusu was always the big sister bossing me around and telling me what to do. And now she was squirming under my touch. It felt good, like I had made her my own.
クルス
I want to have my way with you
Boku,
some more. He nodded, embrace.
あなたの
Do whatever you
好
want
き
to
に
me.
し
Orang gila. Kurusu, I will not stop tickling you until you apologize. I was trying too hard to escape from reality. I must be under more stress than I thought. Imajinasinya liar anjing si MC Cok. Oke. Gigalomaniacs. Hmm. Oke. Oke. Ting, ting, ting. Nah ini. Dun, 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 dun. What was that? Blah 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 blah. Trigger on.
宮代
Miyashiro.
その件が
Are
気
you
になる
interested in that sword? Kunosato brought it up. I was trying my hardest to ignore it.
いや
No, not really. I tried my best to laugh and avoid looking at it. Kunosato must have sensed what I was doing because she dropped the subject instead.
やはり
So you're the
お
true
前こそが
augur
真の
after
アウグ
all.
ルなんだな
Augur apalagi anjir? She whispered what was going on. Why had she brought us here? The window started to rattle. It must have been the wind. The only thing I could see outside the window were the street light shining in the darkness. For some reason, I felt very anxious, and then it came without warning. There was a huge crash as the window shattered. A black ball landed in the center of the room. Apa dah?
なんだ
What's going on?
捉えましたよ
I found you.
Kunosato
Mio Kunosato, anjir. It was a tiny girl with glasses. I knew her face. It was the girl we had seen at AH Tokyo General Hospital. She followed me?
見つけたからには
Now that I
皆さんの
found you,
命は
all
あり
of
ま
you
せん
must die. I will
平等にエゼク
execution
サンをします
you all.
宮代さんあなたもです
You too, Miyashiro. Huh?
はあ
For some reason, I didn't sound very worried. I was having trouble keeping up with the situation.
徳
Okay. Sarika was clinging to me, a little afraid. It was rare to see her look like that way. Normally, she was optimistic and easygoing. As the man here, I needed to protect her.
私は
I
風
am the
使い
Wind Master.
人呼んで
People call
ウィー
me
ゼルサイス
Weasel Side and Guy.
ウィーゼル
Weasel
サイズ
Size. That translated to
かま
Whirlwind? I saw that her nails were shining emerald green. Did she paint them with luminescent paint?
セブンスのプラーガが出張ってくるとはな
I didn't expect a 7 Praga here.
だが分かっているのか
But do you know
ここは
that this place is a Cell
力
Paraiso?
を使えば
If
ど
you
う
use
なるか
your power
知った
here,
ことではあ
I
りま
don't
せん
care.
我が使命はただ
I've
一つ
only one order
計画
to
の
stop
障害を
anyone
取
from
り除くことだけです
interfering with the plan.
させるか
I won't let you. Kunosato reached for her blade. But before she could
可視化せよ
manifest my wind. Anjir. The wind shone emerald green.
切り裂け
Slice her apart.
島
No. The emerald wind surrounded Kunosato's body. Her clothes were torn apart. Not just her clothes, her beautiful skin, and long black hair were ripped apart by invisible blades. Her blood flew through the air. Yeah.
なんだよ
What's going on? Happening?
なんだよこれ
Kunosato fell to the ground covered in blood. Her hand just managed to grab the blade, but she couldn't fight like that. Kunosato was going to die. But all I could do was stand there and watch. If I interfere, I will meet the same fate. I will be exaction.
オーガナイザー側のアウグル
The
も
augurs of the organizer have fallen in power, it seems.
久野里美代
Miyo Kunosato, did you really think the likes of you could stop me? Kunosato grit her teeth and staggered to her feet, using the sword as a support. That's crazy. You can't do anything like that. He'll just kill you.
いや
Miyashiro. With the last of her strength, Kunosato offered me her sword.
剣を
Take the sword.
私には
I was never able to master it,
お前
but perhaps you
お
can.
前だから
No, I know you can. You can draw out its true power.
戦争権グラ
The
ジオラジ
holy Idioplate Gladius was created for you, the Chaos Child.
ために
For
ある
me, my name was the Chaos Child. Kunosato pushed it into my hand, her arm strong, but not strong enough that she was forcing me to take it.
宮代だから
Sakura Miyashiro.
戦え
Fight. Fight? Me?
戦
Fight.
えでないと
Or
みんな
everyone dies. And then Kunosato collapsed into my arms. I grabbed her and suddenly my hand was slick with red blood. She had always been so intimidating that I thought she was much taller than me. But her body was so frail, so light. She was just a girl too, but she had fought so hard until she ended up like this. I had to do it. I didn't know what was going on, but if I didn't stop her, not only Kunosato's life or my life, but Serika's and Ito's life will be in danger as well. I'll have to protect everyone. I set Kunosato on the ground and motioned to Serika and Ito to step back. I gripped the sword I had been given tightly. Then I turned to face the girl in the glasses weasel side.
話は終わりましたか
We finished
カオ
Chaos
スチャイル
Child.
ド
Kaos ya bacanya dia. I glare at her silently.
あなたがその剣を取るというの
If
な
you've
ら
taken up that
イーゼル
blade,
サイズの名にかけて
then by my name,
容赦
Whistles
しません
will show you no mercy
真の覚醒へと至る
or
前に
sanction you
今ここで
before you can
エフェクション
undergo
します
true awakening. But if I didn't fight, I will die. I had to fight. I steeled myself and took a step toward Weasel's side. Huh? You are in your last year of high school. What the hell are you thinking? Sure, and a Japanese boy who grew on manga could fantasize about something like that, but it was all tropes and cliches. If it had gotten launched in a magazine, it would have been cancelled after 10 weeks. Ini 4 orang siapa, cok? I blame the sword that was just sitting there in the corner. Any boy who saw that sword will remember his dark history. Anyway, this was no time to be thinking about that sword.
ケイさん、俺マジファンなんす。声
そんなことはどう
I
でもい
don't
い
care. Lu masih di sini, Kondi? Emang metanya gini ya, kalau di live chat gue ya, nonton tidak live chat anjir. They're resistant. Masuk nih chapter 6. Katanya ke-trigger di akhir chapter 6.
山添浮君
Oke. Nih kan di sini. Oh. Terus kita ketemu si pyrokinesis. Ini ceritanya masih sama. True world. Ke-trigger nih. Enggak ya? Where is Arimura? Where did Arimura go? How could she run away and leave me behind? Damn it. And what the hell is wrong with that woman? Why did we, me, have to go through this? Was it because I have been investigating the case? Then maybe.
あなた
Maybe I should have dropped the case right, but back then I never thought the killer would come after me. I just thought it was interesting. We were only following the case because it was fun. God damn it. Was that just how the real worked? I hadn't done anything wrong. I had just been doing this for fun. Was that enough to justify killing me? Killing me? If she killed me, I would die. If I died, I would cease to exist. I'll disappear. I'll be gone. I wouldn't be able to see anything, hear anything, say anything, eat anything. Everyone will make a fuss at first. maybe someone will cry, but they wouldn't really mean it, and they wouldn't do it for long. For long, they will all forget about me. Kurusu, Hito, Kazuki, and Serika. They will be all alone in an empty, dark world. No one will remember me. No. No, 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 no. Anything but that. I heard a noise in front of me. Footsteps. Did she get ahead of me somehow? Could I do it again if I had to? The way I had dodged those flames, if that was what Arimura said was my power. But how? I knew I had to bring out the sword thing again, but I didn't know how to do it. It wasn't working. I've been able to do it before because I wasn't thinking about it. But when I tried to do it now, the panic won out. And not only could I not use my power, I could even see the sword anymore. The footstep get closer. It was no good. I'll have to run. I knew I had to run, but my body wouldn't obey. Okay. Ini kayaknya udah pernah deh. Right around the corner. So close. And look, she's right there. Stay away. Wait. Oh, yeah. Stay away, don't come any closer.
待ってください。
Wait, it's me.
私ですってば。
Okay. Who screamed in a surprisingly cute voice. Harimura.
あり
先輩。
You are safe, huh?
なんだよ脅かすなよ
Don't scare me like that. Yo, Maiji, howdy. Perjuangan saya selesai, Bang Pet. Loh, udah nggak dapet ya? Berarti ya, kok ya?
驚いたのはこ
I'm
っち
the one
で
who
すよ。
got scared.
いきなり大
You
声
just
上げ
screamed
て。
all of a sudden.
だって
It's
僕はで
because
きるあ
I
の
thought
女
you
だと
were that woman.
てかなんでここに
And wait,
僕を置いて
what are you
先に
doing
逃げ
here?
てきた
You
くせ
ran
に
off and left me.
なんでまだこ
Why
ん
are
な
you
ところに
still
いるんだ
here?
よ
それはこっちのセリフで
That's
す。
what I'm asking. Why did you run the same direction I did? She might come after me now.
ちょっと待て
Wait a second, were you planning on using me
僕をお
as
と
a
りにする
decoy?
つもりだったのか
Ngomong banget
別
nggak
に最
dijawab.
初からそういうつ
Emang
も
nggak
り
mau,
って
baru
わけ
welcome
じ
to
ゃ
stream
ない
ya
です。
bubuk ya.
ただ
It
結果
wasn't
的
like
に
a
そう
plan
な
or
ったってだ
anything.
け
It's
っす。
just how things end up. Why?
怪しいもん
I
だ
don't know. What
そん
about?
な
I
こと言っ
bet
て
you
本当は
really.
し
I was about to complain. This time. Ya. Oke, sombong ya sekarang ya. Oke. Kenapa Bu Bob? Kenapa kamu? I could smell something burning within the black smoke, cover my vision and beyond it. Ini bukan udah dikejar dia tadi. No, not the time to think about it. I knew that, but what was I supposed to do?
こうなったら
I'll just have to try and use my power again.
できるんですか。
Can you do it?
わからない
But I
で
have
も
no choice.
やるしかないだろう
Okay. Her eyes were. Pantesan Alda lu suka bilang sombong jadi gini ya. Itu kamu yang sombong. I couldn't sense anything in them at all. I couldn't tell what she was thinking or why she was doing this. But I could tell that her eyes were looking at me. She was after me. Please, just one more time. Just one more time. Oh, ini mau udah, Cok.
無理ですよ。
No, I can't. Wait. I could see, this was not good at a distance. No harder, but I will be badly burned. There is no way I'll be okay. I need to find some way to run, but how? The spiral, Oh, did this mean I was going to die? Was I going to die now? Did dying always feel so unreal? And then she slowly turned her hand toward us. She fell back and fell to her knees. I looked behind me and saw that Arimura was holding a can of hairspray. Arimura might not have expected to do it much, but it worked better than blah 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 blah. Nah, perasaan gak ada sini nih. Arimura was staring in shock what had just happened. But there wasn't time for that. The woman was slowly starting to look up at us. Arimura's counterattack had made her angry. If she came after us again, we would be dead. Before that happened, we're getting out of here, Arimura. What? I picked up the spray can at my feet and flung it at our attacker, then grabbed Arimura by the hand and ran toward the strange woman. He must not have expected this, because fortunately we didn't hear any footsteps right away. For now, we needed to lose her and get somewhere safe where we could hide, but the only place we could hide around here was there. But if she found that place... now wasn't the time for worrying about that. I'll have to chance it. Where are you going? Where are we going? This way. Miyashiro. What?
私
I can't go on.
もう無理
What happened to all the courage you had a moment ago? What are you talking about? We are almost there. Keep going. Omit dulu bye. Okay, okay, whoop whoop.
息上がってる
You
じ
are
ゃない
out
で
of
すか
breath too, though. Damn it, did she have to talk back at a time like this? If we give up here, we might die. Do you understand this? I
分かって
do,
るけ
but...
ど
But Arimura was right. My heart was pounding so loud, I thought it might burst. In manga and anime, you always gain incredible stamina in situations like this. Evidently, that didn't really happen though. It was impossible for a human being to surpass their limit. Maybe I should exercise more. Obviously, it was too late for that. Still, that didn't mean I could give up. Anyway, just hang in there and
そうすれば
I didn't have the strength left to answer her question. We just had to keep going. Even a big city like Shibuya had lots of tiny, overlapping little alleyways on the main street. I had this advantage. It wouldn't be long before I was right. I could hear sirens. Even in alleyway, someone would have heard all that noise. If the police were here, that woman would have bigger problem than trying to track us down. Okay, now's our chance. Miyashi, this way. Hey, wait. I lowered my body to the ground and headed further into the darkness.
先輩
Miyashiro, at this point, I will be able to find my way there blindfolded.
ねえ
Miyashiro, these places. You shut up and come in. But just hurry. We listened carefully to the sound around us as we caught our breath. If we heard her footsteps, we would recognize them immediately. We could hear the sound of police siren in the distance. I hoped that the police will catch her and take her away. We just stood there, frozen in prayer as we waited for time to pass. 5 minutes. Then. It wasn't long at all, but it felt like an eternity. If she still hasn't come after us, we're probably okay now. I took a deep breath. All the tension drained from my body and I slowly sat on the ground.
あの
Are we safe now? Arimura
Well-
asked. Yeah, I think so.
そうですか
I see. Anyway, that woman, was she the one behind the murders? And what was her connection to the facility under the hospital? Or was she acting on her own? There still wasn't enough information to tell.
あの
Miyashiro, what?
もうそろそろ
I think it's okay
だ
now.
からもう大
I
丈夫
say
だっ
we
て
are
さっき言っ
safe
た
now,
じゃない
didn't
か
I?
いえそういうことで
No,
は
I
な
mean my hand.
って
Your hand?
はいずっと握ったままなので
Yes, you're still holding my hand. Oh. had been so desperate to get away from the woman that I hadn't realized it, but it looked like I had been holding Arimura's hand the whole time. It wasn't just her hand. She and I were incredibly close. Whoa! I quickly jumped back.
こんな暗
Is
い
the
ところ
reason
に
you
連
took
れ
me
込
into a
んで
dark place like this that you want to?
言っておくか
No, it
わざとじゃ
wasn't
ないから
deliberate. I didn't mean
変な逃げ
anything
てたわ
weird.
わかって
I
ます
know that you're clearly not the type.
なん
What? Did you say?
なんて言うの
I
か
don't
な
know how to say. You know, maybe you're not used to being around girl.
待て待て待
Wait,
て
wait, wait.
僕を
Don't
見くびってもらっ
underestimate
ちゃ
me.
困るな
I'm a normal whether I look like it or not.
リア充
A normal?
Desu
The term didn't seem to mean anything to her.
そうわか
Yeah,
る
you know, a
リア
normal.
充
It means
リ
I
アル
have a
が充
happy
実してる
normal
って
life.
意味
I don't know what you might be thinking about me, but I know exactly how to act around a lady.
っていうか
Wait, where are we?
人の話を聞け
Listen
よ
to me. Harimura had stood up and started to look around the dark room. Ah, I kicked something.
Oi, oi.
Hey, don't move around and
動き
disturb
回
my
って人
home.
の家の中のものこ
家
Home?
そうだよ
That's right. This is my home. Do you know what that means? It means I
つ
live
まり
here.
今僕が住んでいるところという意味だ
I decided it was probably safe now and turned on the light.
へえ
Now that she could see, Arimura was looking around the room in surprise. She seemed a lot less on edge than usual. Probably because she was pretty sure that woman wasn't going to come after us anymore.
喉
You're probably
乾いてるだろ
thirsty, right? I opened up the fridge and took out 2 plastic bottles. Then I handed one to her.
あありがとうございます
Thank you. She opened the bottle and took a big swig of it. Oh, I finally feel blah blah blah.
な
What is this
マ
stuff?
ウンテンビューだよ
Fountain View. You
知らないの
haven't
か
heard of it?
マウンテン
It's
ビュ
the
ーは
most
日本で
highly
一番カフェインの
caffeinated
含有量
soft
が多くて
drink
頭脳の
available
覚醒
in
作用を促すことにおいて
Japan,
は
which act to stimulate the brain.
うえ
Kalian di sini suka ini gak sih? Soft drink? Aku cukup suka sih actually. Kayak soda tuh cukup enak sih. Tapi kalau bisa nggak yang terlalu manis ya, atau bahkan nggak yang manisnya cuma dikit doang, super. Karena lebih suka si sodanya bukan karena dia minuman manis gitu. Suka sparkling waternya gitu loh. Cuman sparkling water yang hambar belum pernah coba sih. Rimura ignored me, even though I was in the middle of my lecture and grimaced with her mouth still full of Mountain View. Apparently, she didn't like it.
ここって
Is this a
Trailer?
trailer house?
いやトレーラー
No,
ハ
a
ウスっていうの
trailer
は
house
ある
is
程度の期間
specifically a
一つの場所に
vehicle
停車す
intended
る
to
のを
stay
目
in
的とした
one
もの
place most
ど
of the
ちらかという
time.
と車輪のついた
Is
家のことを言う
It's best thought of as a house with wheels,
それに比べてこの
but
家
the
は
house is
移動する
more
ことを
of a
目的とした
vehicle with living
宿泊施
facilities
設のつい
added.
た車と考
It's
え
more
るべき
properly referred
そ
to
うした
as
場合はキャンピン
a
グカーと
camping car or
言った
camper.
ちなみに一言にキャンピングカ
What's
ーと言って
more,
も
there are
専
several
用の
different
車体を
types
利用
of
したフ
camping
ルコン
cars,
とか
ranging
バン
from
やボック
ones
スカーの内
that
部を改装して居住空間を作
from
った
ones
バ
that
ンコン
use
など
special
いろ
frame
いろ
to
あって
comfort
この家の場合
vans
は
and boxcar.
どうして先輩はこんな家に
Why
住
are
ん
you
でるん
living
で
in
す
a
か
place like this? Would you please let me finish?
宮代先輩
You're
って
Kurusu's
ク
little
ルス先
brother,
輩
right?
と
From
兄
the
弟
orphanage.
あれは
That's just
クルス
what
が
Kurusu
勝手に
told me.
弟だって言ってるだけ
Well,
だ
we did live there together
何
for
年間
several
同じ施
years.
設で育ったのは確かだけど
I'll have prefer that she didn't ask any more questions about that. If she asks, I'll have to tell her about what
う
happened.
ーん
I
そうなんす。
see.
そうなんす
Is that
ね
all? You're not going to ask me
何をですか
as you want
だから僕と
about me and Kurusu or why I'm living here
なんで僕だ
alone?
けここで
聞きませんよ
No, you don't
だ
want
っ
me
て先輩
to,
聞
do
かれ
you?
たく
どうしてそう思
Why do you think that? Oh,
う
maybe.
もしかして
Maybe it was her power.
残念ながら違い
Unfortunately,
ま
that's
す
innocent,
私の
incorrect.
能力は
My
ただ
power
その
can
人
tell
の
me
言葉
if
が真
someone's
実かどうかわか
lying
る
or
だ
not.
けで
It
相
can't
手が
tell me
何を考
what
え
they're
てるのか
thinking.
まではわかりませんから
Then how did she know?
でもその代わりに
But instead,
人の気持ちっていうのに敏感になって
I've become pretty sensitive
だからその
to
人
how
が何
people
を
are
考えて
feeling,
るかっていう
and
の
I
は
can
なんとなく
figure
わかるよ
out
うにな
what
っ
a
ちゃった
person
んで
is
すよ
thinking.
もちろんそれも
Of
わ
course,
かり
it's
やすい
easier
人
to
とわかり
tell
に
with
くい人
some
とがい
people
ますけ
than
ど
others.
つまり僕
In
は
other
分かりやすい
words,
ってことか
it's easy to tell with me.
さあ
I
どうで
couldn't
しょう
say. And don't try and fool me.
冗談を
My thoughts are so complicated and intriguing that it will be impossible to guess them.
へえ
なんだよ
What?
いえ
No?
自分で
I
は
was
本気で
surprised
そう
that
思
you
ってるん
really
だな
believe that.
自分では
What does that mean?
それじゃあさっきの話聞いてもいいん
Then
です
can I
か
ask you about what we were talking about before?
それは
Well, maybe it was easy to tell what I was
じ
thinking.
ゃあその代わり別のこと聞いてもいい
Then
です
can
か
I ask you something else?
別のこと
Something else?
先輩って
You're a
リア充なの
normal, right?
そう、そ
That's
の
right.
話だよ。僕は
That's
リア充
what
の
I was talking about before, so I know how to talk to a girl.
リア充って
Do normal
こ
read
ういう本
magazine
読む
like
ものなんす
this?
か
Arimer pick up one of the magazines scattered at her feet.
クールキャッ
Cool
トプレ
cat
ス
press. Everything from
女の子と
meeting a
の
girl
出会い
to
から
getting laid. I quickly reached out to grab it, but she dodged me easily.
なにな
Let me see.
南
Let's see.
方
Can
健二
see
先
Minami.
生僕は彼女が
I
できま
can't
せ
get a
ん
girlfriend. What do I do? Just bring her to your room and
No,
pin her
you-
down, and
you-
she'll do
you-
whatever you want.
読めなって
Don't read it. I reached out my hand to grab the magazine from her. Kocak. But I had run so far and was exhausted that even that was enough to throw me off balance. And as a result,
あっとあ
Whoa.
うわ
Anjir. Ini udah pasti nggak beres nih. Why was she looking at me that way? Wait, this was just like...
まさか
Miyashiro, you
違
don't...
う
I don't. No, wait. They're really not. Mikata had said it, after all. If you pin a woman down, she'll do whatever you want. And she actually wanted you to... I didn't actually believe it, but maybe it was true, and I just didn't know it. What the fuck? Then maybe. Actually, there was a whole special on it, wasn't there? It was the July 1999 issue, I think. That bratty little girl, a year or two younger than you, is actually just waiting for you to make a forceful move. A forceful move. That meant.
そうだよ
That's right, I'm
実
actually
は全て僕
responsible
が仕組んだ
for everything that had happened.
全部と言ったら
I mean
全部だ
everything, including that woman back there.
え
What?
じゃあ
Then
私
you
たち
are...
が襲われた
You
の
were the
も
one who
先輩
told
が
her to attack us, but
決ま
why?
ってるだろ
To bring you here, of course.
ここに連れ込むためだ
I grabbed her by the wrist and pinned her to the bed.
私を
To
ここ
bring
に
me here? Does that
それ
mean...
ってつ
For
まり
some reason, Arimura didn't resist. She just stared back into my
わか
eyes.
るだろ
You know what it means, right?
そんな
But I can't believe
ま
you're
さ
the
か
kind of
宮代
person
先
who
輩
will
が
do
そんな
that.
ことする人だった
Despite
の
what she said, her eyes were dewy and shining in the light of the fluorescent bulbs above. That's proof.
でも
But I like guys who are forceful like
そ
that.
ういう強引な
Cool
人
Cat Press was right. Oh, hail Cool Cat Press. What the fuck? Arimura.
先輩
Miyashiro.
来て
Make me. The fuck?
なんて
Yeah, that's
ある
not
わけないよ
happening.
な
Wait. Woy mau tidur dulu bang? Oke Bagis, thank you udah mampir ya. Otsu, oke. Man, I never learned, you all.
先輩
Miyashiro, if you don't get me off, I'm
早くどいてくれないと。
going to scream. I'm sorry. I leaped off her and started to grab the magazine off the floor.
その雑誌
Those magazines,
これは違
these
うんだ
aren't what they look like. I screwed up. I never imagined that a younger girl would see these.
違うって
What do
何か
they
です
look
か
like?
だから
They... Oh, right. No matter what kind of excuse I came up with, Arimura will realize it was a lie. Gigalomaniacs. What an obnoxious power.
何笑ってるんだよ
Are you laughing at?
ほんと先
I
輩
was
って
just
わかり
thinking
や
that
すいな
you
と思っ
really
て
are easy to figure out.
悪かったな分か
Sorry
りやす
for
くて
being easy to understand.
別に悪くはない
There's
ですっ
nothing
て
to apologize for.
私にとっ
It
ては
makes
そ
it
の方が
easier
付
to
き合い
hang
や
out
す
with
いで
you.
すあ付き合うって
Oh,
言
I
っても
don't mean
別に変な意味じ
hang
ゃな
out
いで
with
す
you
から
like in a
ね
weird way or
念
anything.
を押さなくったって
You don't need to tell me, I
よくわかってる
know. Even I wasn't dumb enough to misunderstood that.
だったらいいんですけど
Hope so. Arimura slowly stood up and looked out the window. You could still hear the faint noises of police and fire truck sirens in the distance, completing all of it. I'll probably forgotten that I almost died out there. Why? No, there was no need to ask why. It was because of Arimura. If I was here alone, I'll probably still be shaking. I wasn't trying to say that after what happened, Arimura was now someone special to me or anything like that. But in the past few hours, the thick wall between two of us felt like it had gotten a little thinner.
さて
Okay, it's time for me to leave.
帰
You're
るの
leaving?
いつまでも
I
こ
can't
こ
stay
にい
here
るわけにもい
forever.
られないですし、それとも
Or are you going to tell me I should spend the night here?
言わないよ
I'm not. Damn it, she was making fun of me.
大
Don't
丈夫
worry,
です。
I'll stick to street with lots of people. I can't imagine her doing anything with all this police out
さすがにこの騒ぎの
anyway.
中、ことを
You're
起こすと
probably
も
right,
思えないですし
I thought. But,
お
what, want me to walk you home?
どうしてですか
Why?
心配
Yes,
だ
I'm
から
worried,
に
of
決まる
course.
心配
Worried?
私が
About me?
一
I
応
mean,
それ
you're
で
a
も女
girl.
の子だからな
After all, it's a man's
送って
duty
いく
to
のは
walk you
男の
home.
役目だろ
That's what Cool Cat Press had said.
もしかして
Did
そ
you
れ
get
も
that from that
あの雑誌
magazine
の
too?
違う
No. You really are
先
easy
輩
to
ってや
figure
っぱ
out.
りわかりやすい
Damn it. I give up.
それもあるけど
That's part of
やっぱり
it.
危
But I
ない
really
と
do think it's dangerous out there.
うーん
Hmm.
何
What?
それは本当
You're
なん
telling the
だ
truth, huh?
いえ、なんで
No,
も
nothing.
お
Thanks
気
for
持ち
the
だけいただ
over.
いておきます
But I'm alright. Arimura cheerfully walked toward the exit and stopped and turned around before she got the door.
今日はありがとう
Thanks
ご
for
ざい
your
ました
help today. You saved
先
my
輩
life.
のおかげで助
Or
か
at
りま
least
した
we'll say
と
that
い
you
う
did.
ことにしておきます
Adios,
アディオス
gracias.
グラッシャー
She bowed her head slightly and left.
チェ
She didn't have to say
余計だ
that we'll say. Strangely though, it didn't bother me. Anyway,
ギガロマニア
Gigalomaniacs, huh? Had used some kind of power to control of that woman flames. Rimmer had said that was my power. But that was the only time I had been able to use it. Let's try this again. I took a deep breath to calm myself. My power. First, it was so hazy, I had to focus to see it at all. But gradually, it began to form a definite shape in the corner of my eye. It was twisted yet beautiful, disgusting yet pure. Its very presence was so overwhelming that it was impossible to believe it belonged to this world. I reached out my hand fearfully, but I couldn't even touch it. What had I done before? That's right, when she had attacked me with her flame, Was this my... Oh, it was just a message that scared me. It was from Arimura. I made it home safe. I was surprised she had been thoughtful enough to let me know. Either way, I was glad nothing had happened. After I put down the phone, I tried a lot of different ways to strengthen my power, and at some point I fell asleep. I wouldn't know until morning what had happened to the woman after that. 2005. They say that every person has a single image somewhere in their mind that defines who they are. For Hinai Arimura, that image was of her family seated around a dinner table. Her mom and dad, and her brother, the four of them sitting around the table. That image, more than anything else, defined the kind of person that Hinai was. Her mom and dad both work, and on weekdays, they had often come home late. They often come home late. Sometimes they didn't even come home at all. But Hinai never felt alone. She was never alone because she had an older brother. Her parents had told her that when she was born, he had been the happiest boy in the world. But she didn't need to hear that to know how much she meant to her brother. Hinai had always had a pretty face ever since she was a baby. Had always been popular, but her brother loved her more than anyone. Whenever Hinai cried, he will always try to make her feel better. When it was time for her to sleep, she will rock her in his arm. He was in one of the older classes at the elementary school, and he will probably wanted to play with his friend. He had a lot of friends. He had a lot of friends actually, and every day they invite. Oh, but he will always turn them down and come straight home to be with Hinai. Ah, with their parents working so much, he would spend a lot of time alone in the house. He probably didn't want Hinai to go through the same thing. Normally, acting like that will cost him his friend, but that had never happened. He was just that good of a big brother. As Hinai got older, she became more and more likely a young girl, and her brother loved her even more. Her parents decided that Hinai could safely be left in her brother's care and started to come home even later. But every Sunday, they were always home. Sometimes, they'll all go out somewhere for a day, then come back in the evening to eat at the dinner table. It was the rule at the Harimura household. There was always warm food, and her family was always smiling. That was what happiness meant to her. It was something so natural and so normal that she never doubted it. And it was the truth. Oh, so that's what happened last night. Yes, yeah, it was awful. Yeah, jadi beda ya. The first thing I did when I got to school the next morning was tell Serika what had happened. I had no way of knowing what had happened to that woman after that. I checked the news when I woke up, but not only did I not find a name, I couldn't even find anyone reporting on the attack. But there were a lot of people on the social network talking about the strange woman. After all that chaos, the police had to have known about her. Still, I didn't know what would happen next. I was a little hesitant to go to school, but I figured she wouldn't be willing to attack me in broad daylight. And since I had made it safely, I must have been right. So, what happened then? What happened? I took Arimura to my room. Your room? You mean that RV? What else could I mean? Is it two of you? Of course, it sounded like I was going to bring the woman who tried to kill us. I see. It felt like she was implying something. What are you grinning about? I mean, you're alone with a girl in your room. That's amazing, isn't it? How rude. Listen, I've told you this 1,000 times. I'm normal. This is nothing for me. And have any other woman been since you moved there? Many times. Any who were me or none? See, it was your first time, right? Shut up. So, did something happen? Serika's voice dropped into a conspiratorial whisper as she grinned at me. What do you mean something? Don't be silly, you know what I mean. Of course not, we were almost killed. We had bigger things. Come on, I bet you like it. I did not. Oh? Who do I spy with my little eye? I turned around and saw Arimura herself waving at us. Arimura? Yep, it's me, Arimura. Miyashiro. Ciao. Yeah. Arimura was acting nothing like the way she did last night in my room, and I wasn't sure how to deal with it. But I guess she was always like this at school. Seri, ciao to you too. Chaosu, Hina-chan. At least she hadn't heard what we were talking about. Time to change the subject. So? You didn't what? Did you hear what we were saying? About you liking something? Or maybe not liking it? What were you talking about? Come on, tell me.
それがね
Well, you
違
see.
う
I
んだ
I
別に大した
didn't.
話
It's
じゃなくて
nothing
う
important.
ん
Her voice was chiefer, but her eyes weren't laughing at all. That's right. There was no way I could lie to Arimura.
その
We're
ただ
just
昨日
talking
の話をしてた
about
だけ
yesterday's all.
昨日の
Yesterday?
昨日の
Yesterday. Hmm.
うんそうですか
I see. That must have been good enough for her. I had expected her to be more suspicious. Oh, that's right. Arimura could only tell if I was lying or telling the truth. In other words, I was safe as long as I didn't tell her everything. Maybe I could use that with Arimura in the future.
そうだ
Alright,
そんなこと
Miyashiro,
より
look at
宮
this.
代先輩これ見てくださいよ
Arimura gently rubbed her hair, which she had tied up to the side.
髪がどうかしたのか
Did you do something with your hair?
わかりません
Can't you tell?
ほらこ
Here.
こ髪の毛のここんとこ昨日の
Look,
あれ
it
で
got
チリチリ
fried
ボー
after
に
a
な
while.
っちゃって
Okay.
どこ
Where? I got closer to look, but I couldn't really tell.
ほらこ
Look, right here. Oh, you are right,
Oh,
but it's not a big
Oh.
deal, right?
ああなんすか
Not
な
a
んす
big
かその
deal.
言い方
My good sir,
女子の髪
don't you
の毛を
realize
何だ
how
と思ってん
important
で
the
すか
girl hair is to her?
だいたい先輩がさっさ
It's
と
your
何とか
fault
して
for
くれない
not
か
dealing
らで
with
すよ
that sooner anyway.
何言ってんだ
That's not even
そんなの
remotely
ただ
fair,
の
right,
言いがかりだろ
Onoe?
なあお前
ふんふん
Oh, Onoe?
先輩
Miyashiro, what happened to Seri?
あ
Oh,
あ
she's always been like this. Don't worry about it.
気にしないでくれ
He was probably thinking about something stupid again. But if I ask about it, I will probably have a mess on my hand.
うーん
Hmm?
そうだ
Actually,
それより
Miyashiro, about your
Miyashiro-senpai,
power. He
例
was
の
whispering,
能力
so
のこと
whisper
ですけ
too.
ど
なあ
Huh? I
So
wanted to
what
talk about that too.
例の能力って
That power? You mean
もしかして
the one where you
あの
can see the
剣は
sword?
セリ誰
Seri,
が聞いてる
don't
か
you
わかんないん
know
だから
who
そんな
might be
大きな
listening, so
声で
don't talk
話す
so loud.
ごめん
Sorry.
それで先輩
Anyway, Miyashiro.
ああ
Yeah,
実は
I've actually learned to
少しだけ
control it a
コン
little,
トロールできるように
maybe. What does that mean? You have a mysterious power too.
セリ
Seri? After what had happened yesterday, I've been tired. But I had done what I could to learn more about my power. It looked like I needed to use someone else's brain to make my delusion real, so I asked Ken to be my junior pick. Jun kan bacanya tuh Junior. Jun. Ya, kayaknya kurang lebih gitulah. Lupa. Knowing Ken, he will be so drunk. He will forget after a day or so. As a result,
ちょっとくら
I
い
can
軽い
move
もの
things
な
that
ら
aren't
任せ
too
るよ
heavy.
ちょっとくらい
How
っ
light
て
are we talking about? Like a rock?
も
No.
うちょっと
A little tinier, maybe.
じゃあノートと
A
か
notebook then?
23ページく
A
らい
couple pages.
何それ
The only thing you could use that for is flipping up girl skirt.
今はまだ
It
大
might
した
not
こと
be
ないか
anything
もしれないけ
special
ど
right now, but
そのうち
eventually
もっと大き
I'll
い
be
もの
able
だ
to
って動かせ
move
るようになる
stuff that's heavier. Erika, you jerk. I try really hard. But still, flipping up skirt, huh? I see. I hadn't thought of that. Goblok. Malam bang, iya Omaldo. Welcome to the stream ya Omaldo ya. I had overlooked that. What a brilliant idea. But I couldn't do it here. No, but this might be a good chance to show off my power. And what's more, Serika, this is your fault to begin with. Do you know how hard I worked just to move one tiny little object? I barely got on a wing of sleep last night. It was the least you could do after all that effort. Trigger on.
トク
Taku? I see,
そうか
I see. If you really want to see it, then I'll show you.
えっと
Miyashiro?
悪いけど
Sorry, but it's
今
too
更
late
後
for
悔しても
regret now.
遅いからな
Curse your own foolishness
僕
for
の
getting
心
me
に
the
火をつけ
idea.
た自
No
分
one
たちの
could
愚か
stop
さ
me
を
now.
呪うが
I concentrate. A terrible, beautiful Excalibur appeared in the corner of my vision. The power welled forth from deep within me. Come, my Excalibur. Give me power.
いいがいい
Behold, this is
これがギガロマニアック
my
としての
Gigalomaniac
僕よ
ability. Oh, this is my power. Udah keren-keren gitu buat mesum anjir. Yeah. My power lift up the skirt of every single girl in the school. What's going on? You can try to hold down your skirt, but it won't work. No one can stop my power. Did you see? This is my... And this is Miyashiro's. This is Taku's. That's right, this is my power. The scene around me was nothing, was something out of a nightmare. No, a most wonderful dream. Taku, stop it! Every girl in the school was walking around in their skirt blown up now.
どうだ
Well,
恐れ入ったか
do you understand now? Yes, you're amazing,
こ
Miyashiro.
れからは僕の
Will
言
you
う
do
ことは
whatever I
何でも
tell
聞
you
く
now? Yes, we'll do whatever you say.
Vakatta.
Alright then, I
Da-
forgive
dara
you.
yurushite.
I slowly lowered my hand, and the chaos around me began to subside. Yes, that was terrible. Ha 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 ha.
さ
Now
あ
since
約
you
束通
promised,
り
from now on
こ
you
れ
are
からお
both my
前たちは
slave,
僕
got it? Yes, Master Takur, what the fuck? Anime aneh, anjir.
なんてことが
If only.
ねえねえセリ、
Hey Seri, what's gotten into
気
Miyashiro?
にしないで。
Don't worry
いつも
about
の
him.
こと
He's
だから
always like that.
であるからして
So in the case, pointy. Ah, kita sampai sini aja kali ya. Udah di save kan ya? Inai chapter. Kayaknya kita sampai sini aja deh. Di sini lagi live ya. Terus deh kita kayaknya sampai sini aja. Lagi puyeng juga anjir. Maksudnya capek. Ada kita sebut nama, ada Aldo, ada Bagis, ada Sen Papi, ada Clara Putri, dan Nepu, ada Ahmad Raffi, ada Fun juga. So ya, thank you buat yang udah mampir dan juga menemani live stream kali ini. Thanks for watching and see you guys in the next stream. Bye bye. Bye bye.